weather graphics
Yes.
look and we're
Yeah,
having
they
the
look
fun
really
that goes
fresh,
with it. Yeah.
and yeah, we're working on
Perfecting it.
Weather Impact is the new brand, and so the focus is how the weather, we always talk about how the weather is going to impact you day to day, but now that's the focus and the name you're going to see up at the top. So this is our tropical overview. Of course, the tropics is where we're really active. So we have our tropical wave that has a 70% chance of developing. It's going to follow Beryl, at least for a little bit. Then Beryl is going to make its way across the Caribbean, possibly into the Bay of Campeche, and then Tropical Storm Chris made landfall in Mexico this morning. But let's talk about Beryl. This is the big one. It was a Category 4 storm yesterday, rapidly intensified, becoming one of the strongest storms ever for the month of June. We're now in July. It's fallen to Category 3. It's moving west at 20 miles per hour. Barbados is getting hit with some of the outer bands of this storm, as well as areas further to the north, St. Lucia. But right in between Grenada and Trinidad and Tobago, it looks like where this eye is going to head, as it is kind of starting to re-strengthen again as it goes through that eye wall redevelopment. So overall, you can see that we are expecting this storm to weaken to Category 2 across the Caribbean, and then the forecast has it a tropical storm as it starts to near the Bay of Campeche. Now, there is still some uncertainty in the forecast once it gets to about the Yucatan. That's where it could kind of go multiple different directions. So we're really only certain in the path through the Western Caribbean, and this is why it's weakening. Look right here, all of this wind shear right here, that's going to play a role in how strong the storm can be. And it's still interacting with that shear as it continues to head west. So Friday into the weekend is when there is some uncertainty. It could turn north because these two areas of high pressure are getting separated, but it also could continue to go straight and just stay far south into Mexico. So a little bit of uncertainty in the forecast, but for now, one thing I'm certain about is we're going to be hot. We've got an isolated shower in the forecast, 96 degrees, your temperature there at 3 p.m., and it is still hot. We'll see plenty of sunshine, especially this afternoon. Heat index values around 105 to 110 across the coastal bend. The good news is we don't have a heat advisory today. So we're sitting right around 109 for Corpus Christi, 107 Robstown, 104 Mathis for your peak heat index. Regardless, it's still going to be hot, whether you've got that heat advisory or not. Do expect hot conditions to continue, not only today, but well into the weekend. We're still going to be flirting right around 110 degrees for your feels like temperature. Thursday is the 4th of July, so Independence Day is looking hot. We're going to see temperatures there in the 90s, right around 96 degrees. And then that heat index, yeah, that's going to play a role for your firework forecast as well on the 4th of July. So we're talking 80s, likely upper 80s. As the sun is going down there at 8:29 p.m. Wind will be out of the southeast, 15 to 20 miles per hour. Gusts could be up to 25 miles per hour. So that wind going to play a role in fireworks safety. You really have to keep that in check. Don't forget, in the city limits, you can't shoot off fireworks. Also at the beach, we saw some problems from fireworks. That's why they're not allowed at the beach over the weekend. So overall, yeah, your 7-day forecast, it is looking hot. Temperatures in the 90s. The weekend is when we may see the chance for some impact from Beryl. That's still a ways out. The forecast confidence is not quite there yet to really dive into how it would play a role, because if it stays south, we'll barely notice anything, but if it heads further north, we'll have some greater impacts here. Barbie, John Thomas.